play hide and seek. Run away from me. 7, 8, 9. Tree hollow you hide. I'm here to. In the dark you can see. Here's a oak tree. 7, 8, 9. You're shivering from your spine. 10, I'm here. You're sweating from your fear. 12, one step. I'm near. 13, you're dead. Your shadow is moving under the moon and the dead tree. Your body is moving under the tree. Your shadow is moving under the moon and the dead tree. Your body is moving under the tree. Your shadow is moving under the moon and the dead tree. Your body is moving under the tree.
Hello, everybody. Y'all can work on that in your spare time because right now we're in the dungeon.
I'm
That's
still
where we're
liking
at.
and subscribing to 8 million photos.
I'm gonna sit back
I
here.
just got to the last one.
You guys, look, he's so excited. So excited.
Man.
Don't forget to
Thank you,
follow us
Vandal.
on Instagram, everybody.
Hey, did you know we have an
7
Instagram
dungeons.
account?
Yeah, we have an Instagram
What?
account, 7 Dungeons. It
No
was all
way.
over our social media. So if you don't know that, you don't follow our other social media. Oh, that's reassuring. Welcome. You would think we don't have meetings about stuff, but we do. So,
Is that what we do?
yeah. Hey, welcome
We're gonna have
everybody.
one in a couple months.
Yeah, in person. In person. And I can't wait. My character's going to be great. He'll probably die, but that's fine.
I have
That's
no
fine.
idea what I made.
So, welcome everybody. God knows what kind of difficulties we'll have tonight because there's a lot of moving parts that have changed that we use every week. So, yeah. We'll see. Maybe it'll be better. It's holding strong right now. Holding sort of strong. Lot went on this last weekend. So me and Mike and Fanboy Tone from Banter and Babble, that you catch Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. and Half-Ass Beer Review that you can catch almost every day with new videos on beer reviews. Them two came down, and upon visiting Third Eye 2 times too many, no, we love Third Eye. Their recent beer, Alien Bait, is fantastic. It tastes like Reese's Pieces, and that's delicious, right, James?
Yo, that sounds. Reese's Pieces in the first place are horrible.
What?
Never mind with. Yeah, they're
You're wrong
gross.
again.
Yeah.
Peanut butter is gross.
What?
You're gross.
Wow.
This is a controversial opinion.
Very,
I guess.
very. Yeah, even Cherry's like, what exactly? Hey,
Yeah, it's
Cherry,
just
how's it
not
going?
doesn't taste good. It's annoying to
It's
eat.
what are you eating?
I know.
Every
Peanut
time
butter
you
is
eat it, it's just
fantastic.
like-
oh, you put like peanut butter and ice cream? Oh, give me
Oh,
some
yeah.
Reese's peanut butter
Just
cup
stick-
ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh no, it sticks to your mouth and you just like can't chew. It's just annoying.
This feels like
Once-
PTSD from your childhood or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, I did try a couple sour beers this weekend that were really, really good.
Hey, they're good. They're good. I like
Yeah.
them. Yeah, I mean, peanut butter did try to kill me twice in my life. But I had onlookers laughing at me the whole time because they thought I was joking. So it was cool. It was cool. Peanut butter in the windpipe. Yeah, that.
Yes, yeah, food like it's just not good if it can kill you simply by eating it.
Yeah, well, maybe I should learn how to eat instead of engulf. In my mind, when I see food, it just says consume. So
Can't
Yeah.
help you there.
So no, that was really good, and we actually we got to meet the owner, which was a really great experience. Some of you may see back here, I got a Third Eye sign that Fanboy Tone bought me to hang up eventually. But the owner came out and talked to us, said they saw us on social media and liked that we liked their post and things like that. So that was really cool. And then the brewer came out, their master brewer came out and talked to us, which was very exciting for me because I mean they really do good. Well, you guys have all been there. We went there. They do good stuff there. But he gave us a bottle of his private selection stuff. It actually said Kelly's private selection on the bottle. So he gave that to us. So the hospitality there from them and Brewery Wife, which is the wife of the owner that does a lot of social media, was just fantastic. We enjoyed being out there with them. It's
Did
a
you
good
tell
time.
them you were a social media influencer?
They kind of knew because like we talked to them, but yeah, no, that was really good. So shout out to them. But then we went to Horror Hound weekend.
Horror
Hound.
Hound?
Horror Hound.
What are you doing to
Weekend.
those poor dogs?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Ah.
So that was Mike, would you say it was interesting?
It was interesting.
The venue, the idea is great. Have people from the horror genre, even though there were people that weren't from the horror genre that were there. Celebrities there. The place they had it was terrible. Like you're
The venue
filtering.
was definitely not.
You're
cohesive.
filtering. Yeah, Cherry, you've been there in Sharonville. You filter into a hallway, from a line into a hallway that splits around. So it's like a crashing wave. Everybody just goes in and splits. And finding what you're looking for was impossible. They had vendors in the hallways, making it even more cramped. It was a bit, but
Isn't there a convention center in Sharonville?
that is the convention
Yes, it
center.
is the convention
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's just a poor
It's
layout.
multiple like conference rooms.
So
It's not like Cincinnati, the Duke Energy Center, where
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
not a
big
conference
open
center.
floor.
That's just like a hotel.
with breakout rooms. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do better to do it down in Cincy at Duke Energy for sure. But yeah, so I did run into almost literally Giancarlo from who played Moff Gideon in The Mandalorian and was also the guy from Breaking Bad, the big bad from Breaking Bad.
dang.
Is that the cool blue dude who was a gunslinger that died off?
No.
That's Cad Bane.
That's Cad Bane.
Cad Bane. Yeah, it was like the coolest character in like Mandalorian, and then
And
they just
over your
murdered him.
nerd card.
You should watch the Clone Wars. He's there. But yeah, so he came out of this door and like I almost literally like ran into him and he was right there. Such a sharp dresser. He really is. But like Henry Thomas was there, the guy who played Elliot in E.T. I met David Thornton, who plays Art the Clown in the Terrifier movies. I actually bought a painting with and had him autograph it. The painting's gorgeous. I freaking love it. It's on our Discord if you want to see that. Matthew Lillard was there. His line was stupid insane. Well, it capped off before we basically got in.
Same with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell capped off before we even got in. So there were a lot of celebrity things. It was a lot smaller than I expected. Oh, I hear myself.
Echo.
So yeah, got to play on your claw. So that's the thing, Cherry. Like someone like myself, I have like agoraphobia slightly. So when it gets in crowds, I get really anxious. And there were crowds. And honestly, the security was garbage. In the line.
From somebody who worked security forever.
Yeah.
These people were not security. They were volunteers that they threw a black shirt on that said security on it.
Yeah.
They did not come from an actual company.
So here's how bad it was. So I was in the line to get my autograph. Mike just walks down the side, skipping the entire line, comes right up to me and starts talking to me like at the table. And, like nobody cared. I've been a couple times and it's terrible, but fun as well. Yeah, Cherry, that's the thing. So like if there's somebody you really want to see, it's worth going down because like you can go over to Third Eye because they're right across the street. You can go over to the convention center. It had its point. The vendors were a little lackluster in my opinion. There really wasn't a lot that I would say was horror related that I would want to go and buy.
Yeah, I'm huge into the Funko Pops, and I'm like, I was going there expecting to find horror Funko Pops.
That's
and
an understatement, Mike.
Yeah, it really is.
Understatement.
Dougal, this is Horror Hound weekend in the Cincinnati area.
Horror Hound, not Horror Hound.
No bother. But anyways,
that's something else I do on the weekends.
Yeah. But on top of that, Fanboy Tone and Half-Ass Beer Review came down. They left Sunday. It was a good time had by all. So next year, it's just gonna have to depend on who shows up. I don't know. So they seem more interested in the beer fest that you were telling them about. So,
yeah, just Cincinnati's Beer Fest is something.
You
that's
passed
something
us
special.
You passed us on Saturday. Did we wave? I don't know. But yeah, so that's what was going on. Speaking of beer, our beer of the week this week is, oh God, I got to pull it up because everything's different right now. This is Gemini from Mortalis Brewing Company. We split this one Saturday night. Picked this up at Jungle Gyms, of course. Mortalis does a Gemini series. It's a bunch of different flavors. Their artwork is fantastic. I love it. It's all this like line drawing pixelated type stuff. I just really enjoy their style. This one is a raspberry banana parfait. And that is exactly what it was. It was thick. It was creamy. You got a lot of banana, which is rare in a beer. And the raspberry.
It didn't taste like a fake banana.
No. It tastes like someone blended everything up in a blender and poured it into the can. Like
that's really hard to get.
It's very, very hard. We were all like super, super impressed. So yeah, that's our beer of the week. Check out Half-Ass Beer Review. Let me throw that up there. There we go. for the latest in beer reviews. Quite humorous, a lot of them. So we've got that going on. We should be here next week. We got a lot of stuff personally going on. And then Mike, we're doing something special. Mike and Oz, we're doing something special this week. What are we doing?
Going to watch that new D&D movie.
That's right.
Hope it's not a flop.
Well, if it's a flop, we'll still enjoy it.
It's reviewing very, very well.
I thought we were boycotting it.
Nope. Don't you remember when we
Yeah, I do.
they redid that. They kind of went back on everything and then went the extra mile. You want to see it? Yeah. So my youngest, it's her birthday that day, and she said that's what she wants to do. So she's gonna go with us. So it'd be a little party thing.
Chip off the old block.
Hopefully, we're getting a private viewing at work. We got told we can dress up. Totally dress up.
Nice.
Totally dress up. Yeah. So that's great. But all right, that's what I got. You guys got anything? Oh, One Shot's coming up next weekend, next Saturday.
Yep, on the 1st.
Double feature with John Wick. All right, here we go. Without further ado, let's get started. All right, let's get some music going. Where we left off last week, the party found the captured Oz in the forest and had a rather tense discussion with, but after paying some money, they acquired Oz. Not wanting to do so due to the nature of the bandit, but did. Went back to town, had some discussions, and rested for the evening. Jade took Gunner. Looking through the caves, they found the gold that Gunner had stashed, stayed there the evening, and went off looking for Oz, following his trail until it ended at one of the roads. Once the trail went cold, Jade returned to the holes where him and Gunner tucked inside for the evening and slept. The next morning, Jade awakens with 3 shadowy figures looking over the hole from above. And that's where we're going to start tonight. Jade, what do you do?
Do I recognize him?
It's hard to see from where you're at and how like the light is shadowing their face.
I'm going to reach over and put my hand on Gunner. Hi, how can I help you?
Well, hold on there.
Oh my
What you
God.
doing down in that there hole? He starts scratching his head.
Sorry. That was not what I was expecting. Oh my God. No, I was sleeping here.
Yeah, we see that. But what are you digging these holes for?
You know, just thought I'd have something to do. My name's Jade. What's yours?
Little feller, you better watch out, 'cause I don't know if you was looking down below you, but it looks like you're laying on top of one of those little scaly bitey things that comes flying around this place.
Oh, yeah. This is my pet. His name's Gunner. He won't bite you.
Well, hell, that's not what I expected at all. How about you, Cletus? No, I didn't expect any of that.
Are we at Mayberry? Oh my god. So you guys from the town?
Yeah, we're out in the country a bit, and we're just getting the fields all plowed up and trying to get rid of all these little wiggly bugs. But, you know, we come down and we seen these 3 holes in the ground and thought, well, my lands. How'd these big holes get in here? We come walking around and the first hole was empty. The second hole was empty, and the third hole, we got a cat and one of them little scaly things there. We sure did. They're right down there. Little kitty cat right there. Hi. Cletus.
Jade, nice to meet you. So, how are you getting rid of the little white squirrely things?
Oh, I got Buck here. He's the other guy with oh. He picks them up with his fingers.
Oh, well. One at a time.
He ain't got nothing else to do.
Interesting.
But anyways, you went and dug a hole right in our field, and we really need to get stuff moving.
Well, I didn't dig this hole. I just found it.
Just
I'll be
found
more
it.
or less happy to get on out of here and let you guys fill it back in.
Well, if you could help us, because these holes weren't here the other day when we were out here, and now we find you down in those holes.
Yeah, I was sleeping and figured this was the safest place to be.
I'm surprised the little wiggly snake didn't come down in there and take a little nibble on your ankle.
Yeah, I'm not too worried there, partner.
Jay, somebody's here.
Yeah, well, glad to see you finally woke up. Some kind of guard dragon you are.
I was tired. Not like sleeping in a cave.
Yeah. You like to sleep a lot. I know. So hey, just want to let you know I'm gonna get out. He won't hurt you. So I'm gonna go ahead and climb out of the hole.
All right.
As I grab it, I'm gonna grab the satchel of gold.
Okay. Grab it and you pull out. And you see Gunner kind of spin around for a moment in the hole, and then with a couple good bounds, he leaps out of the hole. Whoa! He's a biggin'.
He's just a baby. Give him a few more years and he'll be very big.
He ain't look like no baby I ever seen. They're usually
he's
cute.
just a youngin'. So what parts are you from? You said?
They're here in Briar Fork. Southern Briar Fork.
So you heard about the bandits and people taking stuff from the town?
Well, we don't mind what goes on with those city folk up there. We just plow our fields and sell it to market.
Yeah. So those guys don't ever bother you.
Nope. Can't say they have.
Well, it was nice meeting you. I'll let you get back to picking up your little white squirrely things one at a time.
And he kind of picks up a shovel off the ground and kind of hands it to you and looks at the shovel and looks at you, looks at the shovel. I mean, these holes weren't here the other day.
Does it look like I dug these holes?
That's a mighty big scaly thing. It looks like he could dig right down like a dog hiding a bone.
Nah, Gunner didn't do these, but hey, you know what? If it helps you out, I'll help you. Not a problem.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I figured I'll fill one of these holes in. You guys can get the other two.
Sounds fair to me.
All right. So I'll go ahead and grab the shovel from him and tell Gunner that we need to start filling the hole back in with the dirt.
Okay. He pushes it with his head what he can, rolls over the dirt piles. Marsden, I wasn't sure. Does the dirt pile up elsewhere or does it just disappear?
It does move, so
Okay.
will say I try to spread it out in a way that wouldn't attract attention to somebody looking from a distance.
Okay. All right. So, Jay, that's what you'll be doing for a while.
Okay.
Oh. The rest of you wake up with a roof over your head.
In the
What would
heat
No
of the night.
shadows.
What would you like to do? Say, Bishop, you get some aggressive tapping on your head like someone's playing the drums. It's time to wake up, Bishop. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I am well aware of the time, Luna. But I have something for you.
You do? And she plops down on the bed and just holds her hand in her lap.
When I do leave Briarfork again, I want you to have this and always remember me. And I pull out the makeshift bishop doll.
Okay. You had a baby!
If that is how you wish to see it.
And she snatches it out of your hands.
Whenever you feel that you are forgetting me, just look at this and know that I am thinking of you.
She keeps looking at the toy. Uh-huh.
Let's go get you some breakfast.
I think her name is Tubi. Because she can be whatever she wants to be.
Very clever.
Breakfast, breakfast. What are we having for
Dinner.
breakfast?
Let's go speak to your father. I take her hand and lead her out of the room.
Okay. The rest of you awaken downstairs. Trenton's in the kitchen area putting some things together for breakfast, some fruit and some bacon from the market. I wasn't sure if any of you like bacon. Um,
How can you not like bacon?
I do believe that they, and I'll look at the rest of them, do not like bacon. I'll take that off your hands.
Don't be so fast.
Grab the
Don't you
plate.
try that shit with me?
This is a bit of a trickster. We cannot have that.
Oh, you do like bacon. Oh, my apologies. Here, have a piece of bacon, and then I'll take the plate back.
Oz takes the plate and hurries over to the table while the rest of you just kind of clamber over, chasing him down. Trenton looks through into a back room. Elsa, can you bring out that other package of bacon? I think we're going to need some more.
Do you mind if I supervise how you cook bacon? It's quite an art, and everybody has their own technique to it. I would love to learn yours.
Sure. And
Oh.
Elsa brings some out, and he takes you over there and kind of swirls the pan around. You can see some of the old bacon grease still hot in the pan, and plops it down, and it just sizzles with life as it splatters about.
Interesting. You use a pan. We haven't used that technique in years back where I was from.
Well, how did you make it?
Well,
Oh.
usually there was some sort of enchantment that we would have in the kitchen.
Enchantment?
Yes.
No!
Is this... Sorry, did I strike a nerve in your bacon cooking traditions?
Listen, Marcelin, there's not a lot I know, and I'm generally not helpful. Ask Elsa. But if there's one thing I do know, it's food and cooking, and you don't use magic to cook.
But you can control it so much more than you can control the pan. And it's all about the scientific accuracy of the cook.
No. And he just holds like a finger up to your lips. Shh. and he grabs a piece of bacon out, kind of shakes it off over the pan, and hands it to you just fresh out of the pan. Tell me your magic can do that.
Is it really hot?
It's really hot. Yeah.
So he takes it and just plops it in his mouth, and then eyes go wide. Oh! This is not a problem that we have with the magic bacon.
But it tastes so much better. You sprinkle a little pepper over it, and maybe a few of these chopped green onions.
I think we should have a competition of who can make the best bacon. Go.
Oz and
I
I
will
will
be
be
the
taste
judge.
testers.
I'll be the judge. Oz is just mouthful of bacon. There's a piece hanging out. At that time, Bishop and Luna come down. Luna runs across. Daddy! And Trenton bends down. Luna, this man says he uses magic to cook his bacon. She just looks up at Marsden. You're silly.
Keep calling me this word.
And she looks at you with a puzzled look, and she gets real close to you. Mr. Blue Man, tell me a joke. Make me laugh.
Apparently, cooking bacon with magic is a joke. Ha!
I don't get it.
Goes
Bi-
quiet.
Bishop, B, do you get it?
Got any of those sound effects? Just a cricket chirping.
Was that not funny? I guess I need to practice some more. I thought I was getting the hang of it.
So you all consume your breakfast. Elsa comes out of the workshop and kind of wipes her hands off. Hair's all a muss. Well, Bishop, it's going to be a long day. Got to get the shop up and running. Imagine you'll be heading out.
Still no word on our missing compatriot, I assume.
I haven't seen anything.
I'll look around and I'll count heads. Moslin, Bishop, Quentin. I don't see anybody we're missing.
Oh,
Oh,
rough.
ow.
Oz. You know dang well I'm missing Jade.
Brutal.
Oh, Jade. How could I forget?
I must say, after dealing with the bandits, they have no intention of releasing the squeeze they have on Briarfork. I do not feel comfortable leaving Briarfork in that condition.
I'm afraid it's all we got.
You
We
could
would-
fight back.
I agree. It'll take some time.
Time you have. The question is, will the rest of this town stand up for themselves?
Only time will tell.
We only had a head count of 30 bandits. I'm sure not all of them are trained to fight.
We'll try. The next council meeting will bring it up about preparing.
When is the next council meeting?
Yeah, later this week.
When do you expect them to return?
Who?
The bandits.
A month's time, I would guess.
I would keep training a secret. If they do have eyes on this town, you don't want them to know.
I agree. Who's to say those among us haven't portrayed us as it is?
Is anyone living better than somebody else?
Not here. At least not outwardly. But
Yep.
we'll do what we can. Where will you go next?
We have business back at Candor's Keep.
Yeah, there's two ways to get there.
Unfortunately, by sea takes a lot longer.
It's also a lot safer.
I know the by sea route depends on which boat you take. Are there any boats in port right now that will go there at a faster pace than what, 7 days?
I believe it's well, the Lady of the Seas is here, and I think she's a 9-day journey.
How do they collect their money? Do they just go door to door and say, pay up? How does this typically go?
Door to door.
Just 2 people, door to door?
2 people. Door to door.
It seems easy to stop.
You think so? But they've made quite an impression.
Oz, you should know that pretty darn well.
Feel my
I was-
cheek.
I wasn't going to say it. I guess if you didn't want to travel by boat, you could always walk, run, sprint, or buy a horse.
Duncan has served us well.
How much do horses go around here?
Yeah, a riding horse will cost you about 75 gold pieces. If
And
you
how
want
many people can fit on one horse?
I cannot fit on a horse.
You would
are a
need
horse.
Clydesdale.
Yeah, they got some stout ones there, Bishop. They could hold you.
Believe
I
here in
would-
Briarfork the horse would ride Bishop.
I
This
would
does
do
not
that
ride.
if I hurt the animal.
I don't think you'd hurt it. You could always get something more sturdy and pick yourself up a cart as well. Whatever you'd like to do. Or you could just stay.
You know that is not an option.
You could also buy you some mules. A mule would only run you about 8 gold pieces, and who cares who has a mule?
Can we ride on top of the mule?
Where else would you ride on a mule?
I didn't think they were big enough, but I guess my sense of skill is a little bit off.
You
Just
might-
bend your knees if they feet drag on the ground.
You might look a little silly, but you'll save some money.
And can they run fast?
Yeah, relatively.
They're dangerous over short distances. I think we could always talk to Deacon again to see if he's making a way back that way. I know that's only about a 3-day trip.
If you can even
I'll
convince
walk.
him to go.
As I walk in, I do smell bacon. Smells delicious.
Oh, you're finally back, Jade. Where have you been?
Oh,
Oh, Jade!
hi guys. Man, are you guys hard to find?
We're standing
have-
in the same house that we. Okay.
Not here, out there. And I point outside. So I was following Oz, and then I got sidetracked with Gunner. So I had to take care of Gunner. Went back to find Oz's trail. Lost it with horses, and it was gone. So I knew I left you guys at the holes. So I made my way back to the holes. Then it was dark again, so I slept. And I woke up this morning to 3 people looking at me. 2 of them were Cletus and Buck. And I'll look at Elsa and them. And do you guys know these guys?
You met him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different. Very different.
Right, nice folks.
Yeah. Yeah, they live out somewhere out in the middle of somewhere, and they didn't quite say, but nice enough, but they're picking up the little white critters out of the fields one at a time.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. They're going to be at it a while. So I helped them fill in the holes. They were not happy about the holes, so I helped them fill a hole in, and I put Gunner close but hiding in a safe spot. And I thought, what other place left to come to is come back here and see if you guys were here. So did I miss much?
Well, you missed Oz being captured by bandits, and then us walking into their hideout that you missed completely about all the tracks when you guys were out there investigating the forest.
Oh, I didn't see no tracks. There was no tracks out there.
There was a clear path marked on this map we found.
But I guarantee it wasn't where me and Oz were at.
And you guys are looking in the wrong spot then.
Well, you know, those woods are huge. Very, very large.
But I'm a little more concerned that you got distracted when we asked you to go find Oz. And you never.
I followed his trail.
But you said yourself you got distracted.
Well, I found Gunner, and I wanted to make sure that he was not going to be a problem. So by the time I got him taken care of, then I went back to find the trail, and his trail had gone cold. It ended like right at the edge of the town, and there's no more tracks. It was almost like he disappeared.
Almost like he was tossing back the horse and taken somewhere.
Well, that would explain why there was no more tracks for Moz.
If you would have came into the town, they could have told you what happened to him.
Well, I'm here now. So I'm glad to see. Look at Oz. Glad to see you're okay, sir.
Glad to see you, and that your partner has not made himself known anymore.
Oh, no. I heard that it was a warm night that night. From what I was told.
Understand.
These 30 people, I mean, is this something we need to be concerned with?
They are doing what they do. They are working with someone. He would not give up that information.
So since I've been gone for a couple days, do you guys have a plan of what we should do going forward?
It is up to the people of Briarfork. It is their decision now. We have other obligations.
So should we go around and talk to the townsfolk and see what they want to do?
They're going to bring it up the next council they have about whether they're going to fight back or just keep paying.
Well, I sure hope they decide to do something. I don't think paying is fair. They shouldn't have to pay something for something that's theirs.
DM, out of character, didn't Olston talk about handing somebody over for experiments? I can't remember the name.
Not a specific name, but they were.
Oh, okay. I thought
Caldera?
Yeah, I thought it was Caldera.
Caldera was doing experiments on people.
Yeah.
He
That's
was
all.
providing people to
There it is.
Caldera.
Yeah, Caldera experiments. I did write it down. That's all. I didn't. It's not really pertinent to the conversation. I just want to make sure. I think that was only discussed with Oz, correct?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
If we are to purchase traveling animals, we should go quickly.
Well, let's go talk to Deacon first. See if we can travel.
He'd be at the stables, right?
He didn't stay at the stables. That's not his place.
He sleeps with his horses at the stables.
Always.
Bishop, you would know where his home is.
Okay. We can go speak to him. And I head out.
I guess we're going now. I will follow.
We don't have a whole lot of time on our side. Don't forget Marslin. I follow Bishop.
I'm gonna grab a few things to eat off the table. I am starving.
There's no bacon,
And,
unfortunately. I made sure of that.
Dang it.
Quentin's pack is full of bacon.
I'll grab something to eat as I follow them.
Okay. Yeah. You be safe, Bishop. We'll do our best.
You know I would stay if I could.
I know.
Try not to get yourselves killed. And I will do the same.
Try not to get all of them killed. Protect them all like your own family.
I will try.
She gives you a hug, and Trenton reaches up and kind of gives you a firm grasp on the shoulder while Luna grabs hold of your leg. I'm going with you.
You are not. I need you to protect your mother and father.
And she kind of looks up at you with eyes full of tears. You not gonna like it when I'm angry. Ah, just like Mr. Oz. And she just
Am I
starts
still
like,
there?
yeah. She just starts like wailing on your leg.
I pull out the mask that she made for me.
Okay.
I put it on.
Oh, I can't stay angry like that. You come back to me, B.
I will do everything I can to keep that promise.
And she just wipes a tear out of her eyes. Her knuckles are all red. And she just backs up and kind of holds on to Elza's leg. And Elza and Trenton also eyes heavy with tears. Good journeys.
Thank you for all your hospitality while we've been here.
They nod at you.
Thank you for the food that you've provided and the shelter. It was most appreciated.
Yes,
And
yes. Thank you for the biscuits.
When you need a place to hide, you know where to find us.
Thank you. You've been the most gracious of hosts.
We'll keep an eye out for more of your kind and get their names.
I would very greatly appreciate that. Here, if you do come across another one of them, use this to get in touch with me. I would like to know as soon as possible. And I hand over one of the, oh gosh, what do you call them?
Paper bird.
Paper birds.
All right.
Marslin, do you mind leaving them too?
2 of my paper birds.
If you do not remember, there is someone looking for Oz that will
Aye.
probably be stopping by this town at some point. Elza,
Yes,
If
I
somebody
believe Master Bishop is
questions-
correct.
you about Oz, do not hide it. They will hurt you. It is best to just be honest. But
I will.
please, let us know when that time comes. Because it will come. The bandits have made it quite obvious they are going to inform whoever that he was here in this town.
How much did they take from you the last time they were here?
Gold-wise,
Gold.
usually 10 a home.
That's a lot of gold.
I know.
Damn, you said you gave me 3 paper birds. Is that 3
total.
paper bird items that each have multiple sheets of parchment?
No, 3 paper
3
bird.
sheets.
Yep.
Okay. Bishop, I would like to save. I only have a few of these. I'd like to save some in case I need to get in touch with other people.
Do you not think it wise to know when somebody who is after another party member?
It's going to finish. That you may use the paper bird for either of these instances to get in touch with us. I'd imagine we will want to come back here if that happens anyway. Does that work for you, Bishop?
I appreciate it. I'm sure Oz does as well.
I think that is wise. Good idea.
I'm sorry. I've got a lot on my mind. Yes. Yes, I would. And I would appreciate it if you would accept this gift. And then I'm going to give her just a pouch full of gold. I think I've still got an empty pouch from like the first mansion that I was in.
Ow.
Okay. How much gold is in there?
100 gold.
Oh,
Approximately the price of
money bags.
the cost of setting E3.
Okay.
Use this sparingly as they come, and use this wisely to spare those who cannot afford to pay their monthly tax.
You're too kind. We can't take
No.
this. You'll need it. You all need it for your journeys.
You are too kind. I have enough. Your dear bishop here came and paid quite the ransom to free me. It's the least I can do. And when they do come, tell them, honestly, that I was here and that I left.
Okay. Trenton,
Hide that.
hide this.
And don't let anybody know. And I'll look at Luna. It's like,
Mhm.
Luna, keep this a secret, if you would.
And she looks at you and points like down at the ground for you to bend down.
And I'll bend down. I'll get down on my on a knee.
And she quickly grabs a hold of like the hair on both sides of your head and pulls your forehead into hers. And she goes, "I will, brother." And then let's go.
Good show, Luna. I hope that I will see you again.
And she just runs off into another room. And as you all start stepping away, you can hear her crying in the other room.
Well, that was an unexpected emotion. Bishop, we should go.
I agree.
All right. Heading to Deacon's.
Yes.
All right. You take them to Deacon's residence, and you can see that the horse is in the back feeding, and the cart is disconnected and just laying at the side of the home. Doors closed.
I knock.
Yeah, and no beggars. And I already paid, so you don't need to collect twice.
That is not why we are here.
Though we may be considered beggars, though. Beggars of your service.
And you hear multiple, like, locks disengaging behind the door. Opens the door. Oh, hey, Bishop and everybody else. What can I do you for?
Are you ready for another trip to Candor's Keep?
Not this guy. I have had enough.
Oh, come on. We really could use you. You're such a good wagon driver.
I tell you what, 100 gold pieces, you can have the cart and the horse, and you can make the trips to Candor's Keep.
The DM is making very well sure that 500 gold we got like 6 sessions ago isn't
It's
last
gone.
I'm being a lot more frugal with gold this campaign.
Oh,
Hey,
500 gold. That doesn't seem too bad. I mean, 100 gold, not 500 gold.
well, I'll take 500. I'm okay with that. If you're
Shut
looking
up,
for a
Martlin.
charitable, like what better charity? I mean, I did fight for you a couple times.
Oh, I never did claim to be good at negotiating.
Arlen, you're very good at letting people know how much money everyone else has. How much do you have?
151 gold, 14 silver, 22 copper. I shouldn't have said that. Should not have said that.
I mean, it's just sounding better all the time. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I can settle for a cool 400.
Unfortunately, Deacon, we cannot do that right now.
Martin, remind me never to have you negotiate for me. Ever.
That is probably for the best, as I was never very good at it.
All right, so horse and car, 200 sounds good. Can we square up, and I think you'll be on your way.
What happened to the 100?
Oh yeah, 100. My bad. I was getting a little excited. You said 500, and just kind of escalated from there. Bishop, I'd love to take you. It's just with the attacks and the whole ordeal, and I'm getting too old for all this, so I'm gonna hang it up. I think I'm gonna be a fisherman or something. You know, I've made a good living. Maybe I'll take the Lady of the Sea and go settle at the old madam's place. That don't sound so bad for an old guy like me.
I wish you the best in your endeavors.
Yeah, with any luck, I'll live to the ripe old age of 45. Just kidding. I'm well past that. But I don't want to see that wagon again.
I pull out 25 or count out 25 gold. I look at the rest of the group.
Bishop, I have, in a low tone, I still got the gems. If you want to use those.
I guess if you want to throw them gems in there, I mean, I'll take them. I'll have to go and get them cashed and converted. Just throw that on top of that 100 gold, and I think we can call it square.
No.
Jade, you can go in the Moslin camp of waiting outside while we talk with Trenton.
We talk negotiations.
I was just letting you know.
How much was that in total?
7.
No,
7.
What
At
was
10
the
each.
equivalent?
10 gold each.
All right. Let's hand that over and then.
I've got the remainder, and I'll hand him 5 gold.
Okay. You just kind of pile the gold and gems. We had a good run, didn't we, Bishop?
We did. And I appreciate you accompanying me on my travel.
Like to say I watched you grow up, but you kind of watched me grow up, huh? Known me since I was a kid.
I care about this town very deeply.
We'll keep us safe in your absence. I still got Belinda in there, and he looks back. You can see his crossbow on a table.
I suggest you talk with Elsa and Trenton sometime soon.
Do I have to talk to Trenton?
No.
He's weird, okay? Like, doesn't he give you that creepy vibe? I mean, he looks like he's always wet. I feel like he's got clam hands. But I'll do that. I'll do that.
He does mean well. Everything is with the cart.
Everything's there. Just hook her up and see you around, Bishop. The rest of you.
I truly hope so.
He can live well.
I truly hope so too. And hey, Blue Man, next time you need to negotiate something, you just come here to Old Deacon. We'll work out the best deal possible.
Oh, I know to stay far away from you now that I have revealed my hand of negotiating. But I appreciate the offer.
Fair enough.
Shall we?
Anybody know how to steer one of these things? No,
Did
just
I-
kind of look around.
Did I pick up anything when I was sitting there with Deacon when we were riding up?
Give me an animal handling check.
Do
Yes.
with advantage. I'm helping out.
Okay.
Good, because that was a nat one. Didn't have
Oh
one.
my god!
Dang.
Can I go to real dice yet?
No. The digital dice help a lot. Jeez.
Negative.
You didn't really. You were kind of thinking about a lot of stuff going on, and you've never been a quick study, so to speak. Dude,
Obviously, we don't want him driving.
Can we
Don't want you driving.
have
You almost
some
crashed the boat.
assistance so we can pay attention to putting the horse and cart together?
Deacon walks up and y'all gonna have some problems. And he hooks the horse up and everything. There you go. Unhooking it's your business. I'm not traveling with you down there.
Much appreciated.
Just opposite of hooking. Thank you.
Is there anything else that we should know? Any oddities in their behavior, or how we should handle them?
Well, I don't think so. She likes apples.
Apples, got it. Only feed her apples.
You need more than just apples. Apples are treats, Marsland.
Oh, sorry, I
Marsland.
misunderstood.
Well, Hoda, we had a good run. I'm afraid the blue man's probably going to kill you with apples.
Be a fat, happy horse.
She may not hold much for too long with a diet like that.
Like 100 gold. Are you going to toss in some of the leftover feed you had for this horse? You don't need it anymore.
You assume there's leftover feed.
I mean, you'd be correct. I do assume.
Yeah, here you go. And throws a pack in the back.
We will make do.
From
What was the horse's name again?
Hoda.
Oh, what?
Hoda. Hoda.
Is that the name from that brothel you visited?
No.
Oh.
Quite about that.
What was that?
In the distance you hear, Deacon, are you coming back in here? I'm waiting. Fellas, I gotta go.
You see that?
Do ya? I didn't think the door was open that wide.
Correction. We heard that.
Oh, you're going to.
Oh, God. Let's go now.
Well, that image has been seared into my brain. So thank you very much, Trenton. We will bid you adieu.
Deacon, not Trenton.
Deacon.
Yeah, don't call me Trenton. This guy's wet.
You just insulted a man.
Get out of here before I change my mind.
Well, we better be on our way.
So you load up in the cart. Who is driving?
Shouldn't be me.
Can I drive, guys?
I don't know. If you drive it like you did the boat, it might not be the best thing.
Oh, that wasn't my fault. Ish.
Marsden,
I'm
you want to
good
give
with
it a try?
animals.
I have always wanted to try this type of thing. I have never driven a horse before.
I'm out of character. I'm speculating we're not going to make it out of town with this horse.
Marsland, give me a animal handling. With advantage.
Okay.
Jesus, you guys.
Sick.
Jesus.
You act like it's us. It's the fucking
Right?
digital dice.
You guys really ought to have me do the rolling.
Not
They
good
like
with
me.
animals, apparently.
Yeah, evidently you all hate animals. Anyways, it's a rough go, but you're going.
I don't recommend slapping it on the rear end.
On occasion, Marsden kind of steers you off-road a bit. And yes,
Marsland.
it's a
How
It's a
do you
bumpy ride.
control this thing? It has a mind of its own.
Well, it's a horse. It's a living animal. Of course, it has a mind of its own.
I guess you are correct. It does actually have a mind of its own. That was foolish.
Would say you just give a good little hug, but I wouldn't listen to me.
Guys. I mean, when we get up here, I need to take about 5 minutes, and I need to go get Gunner. I don't want to leave him.
Does anybody know
Please.
the commands that you shout to this thing?
I think you just pull the reins back. Try that.
Like this, and he gives them a yank.
And everybody goes flying. You got to kind of catch yourself in the back.
I don't think that's how you do that. Is this how you steer? He pulls to the side.
So, just out of town a bit, Jade hops off, goes and grabs Gunner. Gunner comes up beside the cart. Oh, you got me something to eat for later.
Ah, there's the worst kept secret. Hello, Gunnar.
I'm famous.
You think. Just try to keep up, buddy. You'll be all right.
And
Well, let's go.
you get going. All right.
If the horse gets tired, we can just strap on Hunter.
Gunner.
Gunnar.
Trenton, it's all the same.
You're not good with names, are you?
I'm a little distracted.
Still all that bacon. You must have ate too much bacon.
No, it's not the bacon. Not the bacon at all.
So you're gonna stop at the normal place in Sardin's Pass, and it's uneventful. Is there anything anyone would want to do during any of the next camps for the next few days, or you just want to travel through?
I'm gonna be like studying the horses and interacting with them and trying to get inside their head. And it's a new curiosity for Marsland. I'm just trying to learn about them.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll make sure that the horse is fed well and not with just apples.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm just gonna go hunting with Gunner for a little bit just to make sure he's well fed.
Okay.
Just short distance from the camp.
That leaves Bishop and Oz.
To think about the past couple days of events.
Okay.
I'm going to look at the goggles of night.
Yep.
And see if there's some way I can integrate them permanently into my system.
Yeah. Sure. I would say you don't have the tools with you to do so. You need to weld and things like that, but they'll fit. They fit on there, but if you want to make them permanent, it needs a little bit of welding, unless
I get it.
one of your wizard friends wants to help with fire or something. Or Gunner.
Uh,
Yeah.
And right there, Bishop.
do
Where do you
it.
need it?
So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of
All right. Look stuff
think
over.
of and figure out an easy way to integrate that into my
Okay.
chassis.
Over the next 4 days, as you travel back through, you hear and see shadows as you pass through the forest, but they just seem to watch you move on, and they don't obstruct you until you arrive at Candor's Keep.
Oh, no combat? What?
Not always a monster.
It's called
Usually.
we've delayed too much of the story, so we need to just get the things done.
Get on with it.
Just trying to help you all move forward.
And I believe we come up on Beggar's Market this way, right?
Let's
Let's try to stable the horse for now.
think we should take it to our new house.
Does that new house have a place to stable it? I
got a
don't
big-
particularly
Probably
remember
look
one.
and see how
got a big
much
yard in
they've
the
gotten
front.
done.
All right, so that's where you're heading, the house?
Yeah.
Unnamed house, formerly known as Restus's house.
The house.
All right, you all have paid 40 gold pieces toward the repairs. Still many more to come. They've cleaned up a lot of the debris outside of the yard. I mean, the grass work is still really patchy and muddy. Stepping inside, whether it be Restus or the crew you've been playing or paying, has definitely cleaned up the area, sweeping, cleaning off cobwebs. There's not really broken anything around, but it's not like furnished or cozy or really anything more than what was already there.
Is there somewhere for us to keep the horse and cart?
I'll say sure. Yeah, you can pull it around back. There's a kind of a fenced area that you could just fit the cart through.
When we get back to town, we'll have to ask Restus if he can add someone to take care of the horse on it while we're gone, if we're not traveling with them.
The right price.
Hey, it's your guys' gold. I never agreed to buy this house.
True.
It's evening time as it is, as you're getting in.
I'm going right to the church.
Okay.
Would you like some company?
Not this time, Bishop. Thank you, though.
Understood.
Oz, you're more welcome to join because you knew Hugh.
Suppose it is time.
But just so you know, I'm expecting the worst when we get there.
Indeed. Well, let's go.
So would I find the stuff I'm looking for to do this
Up
the
in the-
blacksmith?
You bet.
Uh-huh.
That's
house-
where I will be heading.
That house was designed with absolute purpose.
I will be heading to the upstairs blacksmith.
All right. Jade, what are you going to do?
I'm probably just going to look around and probably
What did
just help pick
you
stuff
do
up.
with Gunner as you were going into town?
Oh. Any way I could sneak him into the house without anybody seeing?
Not a chance.
Are you going to try?
Mm. No. Probably just find a tree line outside the city where we passed and
Okay.
talk to him and convince him that for his own safety that he needs to stay hidden.
Did you leave him with anything?
Yes, I most certainly did. I put the gold pouch around his neck and told him to make sure he does not leave it or lose it.
Okay. And Marslin, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go accompany Bishop up in the blacksmith.
Okay. Because you did study all those diagrams and things, so
Yep.
I would say that would give you, be able to give you some assistance there, Bishop.
Assuming Bishop is welcoming.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Oz and Gwenton, you make your way, though late, through the quiet streets of town and over to the temple. Walking inside, Gwen, you're used to, at this hour, things being pretty much closed off. and you head back to the High Priest Cluster's study,
Office.
and you knock on the door. He comes to the door. Oh, who is here at this hour?
It's just me again. We're finally back in town.
And he slowly opens the door. And he looks up at you and... Oh, Quentin.
Based on that expression, I'm guessing the worst has happened.
I'm so sorry. We lost him about 6 days ago. We tried to do everything we could. It just wouldn't take.
I know you tried everything you could. I have no doubt at all that you guys would have. I have to ask though, was his final moments full of pain? Or did he slip out easily?
He passed peacefully. But before he passed, he wanted me to write this for him to give to you. And he takes a scroll. It's all rolled up and sealed, and hands it to you. And I just sent you what was on it.
Okay. I'm gonna put it away to read for later.
I'm so sorry, my friend. Were you able to help the other one?
That is the one good thing that's come from this. She's healthy, running around like again as a child should be. So that cure does work.
It seems the cycle of for the cost of one life for another continues. As per his request, we have buried him in Ash Point Cemetery, here in Kendall's Keep.
Could you tell me where you buried him so I could visit it?
And he shows a small map of the area and kind of points the general area of, look for the fresh dirt and flowers. Again, I wish there was more we could do.
I appreciate everything you've done for him so far. I just hope that we can stop whatever this disease is now, but no more have to keep suffering.
In his last moments, he was in good spirits, Quentin.
I'm glad he went out that way. I wouldn't want any less from him.
He always thought of you. He said while you were younger, you were the bigger brother.
Always had to stop helping when he was getting in trouble.
If you need someone to talk to, both of you, I am here.
I'll step up behind Gwynton and put a hand on his shoulder.
I'm sorry you have lost a friend as well, Oz.
My loss is nothing compared to dear Master Gwynton here.
You don't need to call me the master title there, Oz. After everything we've been through, and just the camp, there's no need for honorifics like that.
Force of habit.
You said it was late at night when we came in, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, for now, I'm gonna go head back to the house, okay?
Take care, my son.
Thank you for everything.
I hope that the next time we see each other, it's under better circumstances.
You and me both. Then I'll turn around and head out.
Good journey.
Your silver
Wait.
guide you.
Gwynton, are there any of his belongings you need to take with you?
From here, most likely not. I believe everything was left at his house.
Thank you for caring for him, Master Clester.
It's the least I could do.
Turn and fall Gwynton out.
Where do you go?
When we get out, I'm Oz. I'm gonna head to Hughes's house. If you want to head back to
I'll head back to our house and let them know.
Thank you. I will come by in the morning.
We are here if you need to talk, but I assume your conversations will be with True Silver and not with us, but we are here nonetheless.
I appreciate that very much, Oz.
And good journey. And then I'll turn and head back to the house.
Okay. All right. Quentin, you head back into Hugh's home, and even though it's been empty for quite some time, it all comes rushing back to you as like a 1,000-pound weight on your shoulders, sadness and loss as you just kind of collapse on the floor as you step inside Hugh's home.
After I fall to the floor, I want to pull out the note and read it.
Okay. If you want, I can read it out loud, but it's up to you.
Go ahead and read it out loud so that way people on the stream can hear it.
And it'll be in Gwynton's voice, or not Hugh's voice.
Right? Remnants.
Okay. Quentin! I know you'll not come back to a happy place. In the smiles that are so known to you and I, my time is short. I do not believe that I will see your face in this lifetime. We have seen good times and bad, and our fair share of laughs. I believe you are called for a much higher purpose than myself, and that all of our paths are crossed in life for a reason. You have met a group of friends and allies that will help you grow to well beyond that of Mom and Dad. I told the High Priest to rest my body here in Kendler's Keep. I believe this city holds the keys to your ascension. You know, over the years I've acquired things, and these I leave to you. I wish for you to sell my meager home and do with the profits what you will, but do give some to the church. These are good people and deserve some part of gold for how they have been with me. Hold those near you close, Quentin. No matter how you feel, let none leave your sight. I hope to see you again someday in another life. Give Mom and Dad my love and tell them I'm sorry for the way I left. I hope they forgive me for pulling you into all of this. Take care, my brother. My friend. May true silver guide your path. Signed, Hugh. P.S. Don't let him talk you into eating those Brussels sprouts and asparagus. There's something wrong with these people.
So after he reads it, he just breaks down and starts crying.
And tears stream down your face. As you hold the last parchment of words from your brother Hugh. Some of the ink smudges as the tears get on the paper. You deal with grief, anger, stand up and thrust your fist into the wall before just falling back down and letting your head fall into your hands.
Oh, Hugh, I've never blamed you for anything that I've got into. I've loved spending all my time with you. I couldn't have asked for a better brother. And I highly doubt our parents were mad at you for how you left. I will see you again, one way or another.
And as you speak those words, you just hear them echo through the empty home. A home that won't have Hugh's laugh echoing in its halls anymore. Just silence. What would you like to do?
I imagine it's pretty late at night, and I'm probably gonna
Just crash there. Okay.
yeah. I'll be on the couch. I'll probably just be crying myself to sleep and just speaking to him and speaking to True Silver.
My son, why do you cry?
Who wouldn't cry after just losing their brother?
With death comes new life. He will rest with me. In the end, he found faith.
Please take good care of him. And make him eat his Brussels sprouts once in a while.
Hugh, that was not very pleasant to say. I will not repeat those words here. Keep the faith. You will see him again. And as she goes to speak more, it's almost like a dropped call kind of thing that it just starts chattering, cutting
Me,
in
me,
and
me,
out.
me, 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 me.
Look, it's cutting in and out, and then silence.
I'm gonna mutter to myself that I'm glad he's at least with Trisilver, so I know he's okay.
Oz, you arrive back at the home.
Who's
Bishop.
there? I mean, is everyone awake?
Bishop, Marsland, and Jade, where are you all at when it's pretty late? Are you asleep, or are you just kind of sitting around, or still working in the workshop?
I'd still be.
If it's kind of late, I'll be upstairs.
What the heck with this? Hey! Come downstairs. I have an announcement.
Wait,
No.
Oz, are you back at the house?
Yeah.
I'm back at the house.
Okay.
I'm,
Do we
I'm
hear
in
him?
the foyer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely hear him.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a pretty empty house, not much furniture, so things just echo.
I step out of the blacksmith room and poke my head down the hall. What are you making a racket for down there?
I
It is
have
so late.
something to tell all of you, and you all need to hear.
Well, you are welcome to come up the stairs too. It is your house as well.
Is everybody in there? I don't want to make this announcement twice.
I'm up
Ground.
here too.
Oh, you're all up there. Well, I suppose I'll come up there. And come upstairs to the, the second floor blacksmith area.
You see, I can't think of any other way but this. Bishop, just like the Maz Kanata big blinking eyes behind the new goggles. Marsland's face has got soot and things on him where he's been working. His hands are dirty, but he's got a big not smile on his face.
Just a straight line.
The edges of his lips are slightly curled.
Yeah.
And Jade?
Jade, what are you doing?
I just got a hold of these pinchers and I'm just pinching them back and forth, trying to see what all this stuff does.
I will only
Watching.
say this once. Hugh has gone on from this world. He has
Aw.
died 6 days ago. Quentin is taking care of his belongings at his house and will see us in the morning.
Just to confirm, this was from the cause we were expecting, right? That we were anticipating when we returned here, not some other unanticipated event.
That's not helpful, Marsland.
It is actually for the historical accuracy of this moment in my own personal notes. I need to make sure that I have this documented correctly.
I'm going to turn and walk out of the room and head.
My charisma's a -1.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're playing that very well, then.
Yeah, I'm going to find just another room because we haven't really actually stated rooms. I'm just going to find another room and go to it.
Okay.
So to spend the evening thinking about Hugh, the captivity, the words of Olston, even little Luna acting out in an Oz-like fashion. And just think on those as I try to get some sleep.
Okay. Jade, Bishop, Marsland, what are you all going to do?
Gotta go find a room.
Okay.
Bishop, do you need any more help tonight?
I do not. I will help you with your rest of your notes with the improvements later on.
Oh, that is very kind of you. Thank you. And then with a flick of the wrist, Marsland's gonna prestidigitate himself in Bishop Clean.
Okay. No need for a bath. You're clean.
I will stay in the blacksmith room.
Okay.
Kind of claim that as my area.
Yep. Makes sense. Almost like it was pre-planned. Just like there's a room downstairs with lots of books in it.
I'm gonna go down to that room. that is my room.
Isn't that the one that's haunted?
Oh, that was the kitchen.
Place ain't haunted no more. We killed them ghosts.
That's true.
We think.
Thank you. Don't
All
go
right.
into the kitchen.
That's true. You all sleep roughly as you think of what this information means and everything that's happened. The next morning comes. Quentin, we'll start with you. What do you want to do?
I got feeling pretty lethargic about everything still.
Okay.
But I'll get up and for now just make my way towards the house.
Okay.
Making my way downtown.
Not very fast. That's pretty darn slow for my short legs.
Okay. Oz, since you're a half sleeper, you're awake. What do you want to do?
Everyone else is asleep or resting.
As far as you
I
know.
wouldn't be.
Yeah, Bishop wouldn't be, but
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go outside the house and we are in the Beggars Market, which is that's
ish, yeah.
okay. Ish. It looks is that really right outside of town?
No, Beggars Market is right outside of town to the west. You are actually in town.
Okay.
You're kind of you probably can't see my mouse.
Yep, I can see your mouse. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I got
like
you.
right
All
here.
Yep.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering where we were at. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. It's late. I'm gonna walk towards the entrance of the city over there to the west, over there by the number 6.
Okay. You walk outside the town and you see the fields are burning, all on fire. No.
Jade!
Damn.
Curse you, Gunner!
I saw a rabbit.
So you go out into the market. You see Restus. He's nods at you. You can see the morning market opening up. People going about their business, selling fruits, vegetables, grains, all those different things, meats.
I'm gonna go over to the entrance there and just kind of stare off, outside of town, out at that road.
Okay.
And I lost another one. Lost another one. Another. I just keep losing them. It's worth staying for a time, I suppose. It's so easy to just leave, just walk away. They will find me. And I will not be able to survive alone, I suppose. I need them for the time being. Fine. And I'll turn back and go to the house.
you stand up and kind of walk that way, thinking back of what you've revealed to these people that you're with is stuff you've never told anyone. And that's a realization that kind of comes to you. Just having friends, having people that you can rely on to hold your secrets. And for once, as you're by yourself, you just feel calm. It's almost refreshing. As where you're usually on the edge of anger.
Yes.
You feel good.
Yeah, the shoulders up, chest puffed out. Just gonna walk with some assurity back to the house.
All right. You enter in and you see Jade, kind of bedhead, all the fur just kind of matted against the side, and looking at you like, "Hey," because as you come in.
So, I'm gonna say it very loud. What's the plan? What are we going to do now? We're here. We have seen the fate of Hugh. Now what? Jade, now what?
It's hard to say. I'm still kind of surprised we left Bishop's family with everything that's going on there.
We
I just
seem to
thought it
be
was kinda
surrounded
odd.
by failure everywhere we go. We failed to save Hugh. We failed to find a cure worthy of note. Now we've failed to save Briarfork. We just left them to their fate. We just
I
keep
know,
leaving everything to their fate and just continue walking and doing nothing.
I feel the same way. I really should have felt we should have stayed there. I mean, Bishop's such high on his family. I really thought that would have been a high priority. Now
Well,
that Luna's healed.
Luna, there's a little sunshine. She is well. We didn't fail there, Jade.
No, that's the bright spot of so far in our adventures.
No, we didn't fail there. But what do we do now? Do we go back to Briarfork? Do we go and take down the bandits? I mean, what?
No, I hate to see what Bishop would do if somebody was to hurt Trenton and Luna and them. I'm worried about that. I mean, eventually they're going to run out of gold.
That
And then what are they
Warforged
going to do?
has the patience of that it seems insurmountable. I don't understand. There's a purpose that he has that I am not sure of. It's very curious.
We probably ought to continue to search for a cure. I mean, that is our main goal.
It is a goal. It's like saying I'm going to stop death. How do you
What's
stop
wrong with
death?
trying to stop death?
Quentin!
You turn and you see
Quentin.
Quentin, and you can see his eyes still red, face puffy, beard and hair disheveled, and just generally drooping in his silhouette in the doorway.
I'm sorry to hear you're lost, my friend. My heart aches for you.
I appreciate that, Jade. And I do agree with you. I'm being selfish now. I want to find a cure for this. I want to stop this plague from happening anymore.
But where do we start? I mean, it just kind of seems like we're at a dead end now.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I know that there's a book somewhere that we need to find a way to get our hands on. Back at the village we're not allowed to go to.
Am I out here yet?
If you want to be.
Okay, we'll say I've awoken and
Did
come out of.
somebody say book?
Look where! I need to write this down.
Sneaky, sneaky, sir.
I can get on board with this.
I believe you need to go back to the. I always call it is it the Institute? Or the Academy. The Academy. To see where they stand there. So there's many new developments over there, don't you, Marsland?
I would like to go in there. Would I also like to tell them that the cure has in fact worked on our friend there. And we have confirmation that there is at least one way to stop this that I'm sure they will find interesting. Would anybody like to tag along? Anybody apart from Oz, I suppose.
I would like to go. That place is really neat.
You hear footsteps on the front porch and a knock. Hello?
Come on in.
Well, okay. And you see...
What is that? Is that
They brought a vampire in.
yeah.
Come on in!
Oh, now we're screwed.
Roll for initiative.
Oh no.
You see Restus step inside. He just kind of leans in the door frame. Well, I hope you trust the handiwork that they've done so far.
Looking good.
I start coming down the stairs.
My, Gwenton, you look rough. A bit of drinking last night, I'm guessing.
Nothing with drinking. Drinking would have been a pleasurable thing to do than what happened last night.
And Oz, I noticed you in the market in the morning. Did you take note of some wares?
No, I did not see any wares. I did, however, did get a nice bit of fresh air. You see Jade needs a bath. But that's here nor there. What brings you here, Restus?
I was just, on my way. There's a council meeting today with the district managers and hoping it's not so boring. And I saw you in the market this morning and I thought, now there's my friends that I have not seen in quite some time, and I wanted to check in on them, see if they wanted to pay forward any more on the home, just to inquire.
Well, look at everybody else. This one, I believe, is on all of you. I have donated my monetary funds elsewhere.
How much do we owe at this point? I suppose I can cover Oz a little bit, given that he has been so generous as of late.
Sure. The house itself, you've paid down 40 of the selling price of 3,000, so... And some of that included some mild maintenance.
I can give you some. I will give you 30.
Well, that will cover you.
Suppose I will pitch in the... Oh, I guess we are all giving 30 gold then. Fine. I will give 30 gold as well.
Okay. Well, quite generous. I'll be able to maybe even show a profit to those other district managers. I don't have it as easy as the rest of them. I don't have the people clamoring at my doorstep like Drizella, or people dying to get in of the cemetery like Caldera has, or even the dregs gambling and things that go on down there, or that Elder Ridgeback has.
Who did he just say is dying to get into the cemetery? Who's
No,
that's the
peop-
district manager?
Oh, Caldera Stout. She runs Ash Point Cemetery. Quite a pretentious Githyanki. Awful to sit near. It's the smell. It's quite off-putting. And it doesn't go well with her abrasive personality.
Duly noted. Thank you for that information, Restus.
Yes, we'll all be in meetings all day today.
We also have a horse and cart now. Is there any way we can get someone to take care of the horse while we are away?
Sure, I mean, we have old grain that starting to go sour at the beggar's market that they typically throw away, but I could bring it over here if you don't mind the horse eating it. It's usually good for horses.
Well, that would be nice.
If you don't mind, I'll actually go get a bag of it today.
How well do you know this Caldera?
Why the interest in Caldera? I've known
It's
her
a
for...
new name. I'm just
Hmm.
curious.
Well, just to give you the skinny on those of us who run around and keep the gears oiled, so to speak. No offense, Bishop. We have Drusilla, who runs Newborough, and Padfoot, who runs the Silver Docks, as well as Yishmoodle, who runs the North Docks. Tara Proudmore runs West Shards. I, of course, run the Beggar's Market, and Caldera runs Ashpoint. Kilbore Underrock runs Sun's Grace, and Elder
Are you-
Ridgeback runs the Dregs.
Are you
Oh,
going
we're-
to all
remind-
those names in chat, please?
Yeah, we have
Yes.
Signal.
Could you? Yeah. We have this wonderful application called Signal, and we'd like for you to
Utilize it.
yes.
Please.
Guys, gotta
Please
get
and
me.
thank you, Almighty DM.
Are you familiar with copy pasta?
You even get descriptions in there because I'm not cutting them out.
Boom.
That works fantastic.
Just well, we should bear in mind that we have not seen these people yet. so-
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, no. I'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Continue.
But what's interest do you have with Caldera? Oh, I do apologize. I forgot you lost someone close to you recently, Gwenton. That's why you have the interest in Caldera. I'm sure she's more than welcome to show you where he's buried.
Thank you, Restus. And that is why I was interested in who was riding that area, because I need to go visit the graveyard.
She might be there tonight, or you can head there yourself and look if you want to.
I have
It's-
a general idea of the area he's buried, so I will be going there, whether she's there or not.
Yes, don't mind the activity. Do you remember it seems like it's been about a month ago. A massive hole in one of the fields.
That is
Yes.
correct.
I think I do remember this.
Well, evidently it upset one of the mausoleums in Ash Point, and I know Caldera's been quite interested. Evidently, a new path has opened up in one of the walls there, and they've been investigating, so she's been spending a lot of time in there, which is disgusting. Let the dead rest. Am I right?
You are very right with that one.
But there is, and he looks over at Marsland, Definitely a case for historical documents to be recovered. Am I also right there?
You don't say.
You never know. There's a delicate balance between raiding a tomb and investigating it for historical significance.
I'm sure the Academy would very much lean towards the latter there, and would be much delighted if I brought something back their way.
I would agree that things belong in a museum, not passing through the hands of thieves and to be sold in markets or, at worst, sold to things in the dregs.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. But of course not before I've had my chance to read them and take my own notes.
Yes, if you find yourself down that way, stay away from that Runkley character. He's suspicious. Yes, suspicious.
What do you have bad to say about Runkley, out of curiosity?
Isn't living in the dregs enough?
Some people that's what they're born into and used to, no?
I couldn't even stand one night down that way. Don't know how people live there.
Well, I have to say Runkley is actually one of the first people I ran into when I came into this city, so if he is somebody I should stay away from, I would greatly appreciate that knowledge.
Just watch your purse.
Like I'm to hold it in front of me and keep an eye on it?
Sure, that would be good.
Isn't Runkley the one who wanted to buy Bishop?
Yeah.
Well, Restus, do you need anything else from us?
I
Maybe
must be
at
going,
meetings.
unless one of you want to take my spot at the meeting today.
I'm afraid I have to pass on that.
I'm sure Caldara will say, oh, how they found some remnant of the past about Candor Greathelm and his conquest of these lands, all buried down within a tomb that no one's been in for 1,000 years or something like that. Who knows? But they
This is quite the impressive carrot on a stick you've put before us. Wink, wink. And
Uh-huh.
then you just see me just
What do you
just
mean?
wink one eye.
Believe me, the carrots sold out quickly this morning. I have no stick to speak of, but they will have pastries, and that's always worth the trip.
Do they have apples?
They do usually have apples for those that don't desire to eat products from animals.
Perfect. Well, the animal actually would desire to eat the apple. But good to know.
Well, off to see Queen Olestra and the other district managers. Take care.
Thanks for stopping by, Restus.
Thanks for paying up your next month. And he turns and walks out.
Awkward silence as we all stare at him, waiting for him to leave.
Are we sure he isn't a vampire yet?
No.
If he is, we're all screwed anyway. Wait, I don't know anything about vampires. Wipe that from the record.
He was out during the day, though, so you're pretty sure he's not a vampire.
I mean, Blade Chronicles people?
Well,
But I do not believe in consequences. I believe this caldera is the one we are after.
we've heard her name twice. That's no mere coincidence. And now, she is responsible for the disposal of Hugh's body.
I was there when they made a comment about how she does experimentation on people, right? Because I was at the camp.
Yes.
Okay. Thought so. That makes me even less comfortable knowing that she's the one in charge of the cemetery. I don't know about you, Oz, but I'm gonna go make a visit sooner rather than later.
Well, let's make sure everything's squared away here. Maybe make sure the horse is cared for. I mean, we may die. We want to make sure that the horse it survives a little while longer.
We want to at least get our money's worth.
I will need the horse and the wagon later. For that, and I'll need your help along with Bishop's at least. But that's for a different time.
Of course.
If Marsland can get permission to check the new tunnel from the academy as well.
That would be the next step we could take, as we were trying to figure out earlier what to do.
Maybe we could get
Papers?
Drusilla
Oh.
to give us papers to go and explore this mausoleum.
Well, presumably
The
the
last time
academy could
somebody
also
looked
give
in
us
one of the-
papers.
Last time somebody looked in that tunnel, it was Hugh. Hugh's no longer with us. Do you think it's safe?
Well, Hugh looked into the hole right after a giant worm burrowed by.
Why?
And it's been a month since then, and many other people have been in it. Chances are it's safer now than it was then.
Just for clarification, this mausoleum is not where the hole was. The new area in the mausoleum was caused by whatever caused the hole.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Scratch that.
Just
I
wanted to
get where your
clarify.
worry is coming from, though.
Either way, we should set our sights on the cemetery.
Marsland, Jade, if you guys want to go to the academy.
Might I suggest not splitting up for now? I will go to the academy, and if I have to, I will wait downstairs.
Well,
Well,
you
you
won't be
all-
allowed into the academy. You didn't want to get the tattoo.
She was quite nosy, Master Moslin, but
I don't like it when you call me that.
Come to think of it, we couldn't see her today, even if we wanted to.
she'll be in the
A
meeting.
meeting with Restus.
Well, bollocks.
Oh, that does complicate things, doesn't it?
Just a little. Maybe tomorrow.
Fast forward montage.
No, stuff needs to happen today.
Yep. They're definitely doing stuff today.
Well, how's the house? As you said, that make sure everything. We need to take care of things here before we start heading different places.
I was thinking just mainly of the horse.
Well, is the meeting
Also-
happening right now?
No, later today.
We have a little bit of time.
We do.
How fast can you run to Marsland?
Onwards. We'll be able to allow it.
Let's see if we can catch her before she leaves.
Are you dashing? Are you really running to try to catch her?
No.
Well, how do we have an idea of how much time we have?
You do not. You don't know if Restus is typically late to the meeting or if he's typically very early or exactly on time.
Was he going to the meeting right then? I thought he said it was later that day.
No, he was going to the meeting right after he left.
Pretty sure he said he was late to the meeting when he left our house.
Crap.
Oh,
Like I
he said he
we're
was
not
late?
Splitting up the party.
No, I don't recommend splitting up the party. It usually ends up with someone getting captured, or someone setting fire to a forest, or someone dying. I mean, let's try not to do that again.
Well, let's make a quick trip to Beggar's Market, and we can get some stuff for we get feed for the horse, some apples,
Yes.
Breakfast.
breakfast. We can get on the
Is
way.
that all you think about is food?
Then we can have second breakfast, and then we can have
Yes.
11sies, and then we can have lunch.
Yes.
I'm gonna start heading towards Beggar's Market.
Okay.
I'm done with this conversation, and I'm being decisive.
We'll say you get your breakfast, you get the feed, you take it, bring it back to the horse, and take care of all those things.
To the cemetery.
To the cemetery.
Is that where you're all
DM's
going?
like, oh my gosh, do something.
No, I'm just no reason to extend it out there.
Yeah.
You burn an hour or so doing that.
And then as we're walking, when we start heading towards the cemetery, I'm gonna talk to everybody. Hugh wrote a letter to me, and in the end, he did find Savior from True Silver, so he is at least comfortable there. But he also wants me to sell his house, and then he said the belongings in it I can take, and we'll at least make sure I get those out of there. I need to go talk to the DM of West Shards about trying to sell that house. Unfortunately, that's gonna have to wait for tomorrow too, because she's gonna be in that meeting.
Hold on a second. If I recall from what Russ just said, Terra
They're
Proudmore. Yes. See, I was paying attention.
and you
Yes.
remember that name.
Terra Proudmore.
But Oz Bishop, when I said I'm gonna need your help in the horse later, it was to help get some stuff out of the house for now.
Anything
more later.
You need help with.
That's what we're here for.
I appreciate it. It's not going to be easy for me trying to dig through things and figure out what to keep.
We could just pile it all up and just bring it back to the house and store it there, and you can go through it in your own time.
We might do something like that. And I'm sorry that all the furniture is going to be a little too small for you guys.
That's fine. We'll make do.
We at the cemetery yet?
Okay. You exit out of the gates and head north, and you can see there's settlements outside of here. The homes aren't. It's not like the dregs. They're not tore down, but they're not as nice as where you're coming out of in the West Shards area. Behind the row of houses is a rather extensive graveyard. You can tell that this graveyard has been here for an extremely long amount of time, and it's not just headstones, but various mausoleums and things of that nature.
I'm going to be trying to find the point that the high priest pointed out. Looking for fresh dirt. Fresh-ish.
All right. You all walk quietly behind Quentin as he looks through the headstones, and eventually, and it takes a while. This is a rather large cemetery, and it's been here a long time, so there's a lot of headstones and things. It takes you at least about an hour to actually find Hugh's resting place, and you find it, and you kind of kneel down and see his name on the stone, There's flowers resting on the site. You all kind of stand around there watching Quentin.
One second.
He was quite pleasant to be around. It was
He will
never,
be. Right, Oz.
never a dull moment when you had Hugh in the vicinity.
Agreed. He always knew how to make someone laugh. He was always strong to help with people. He never let his friends down.
He saw something in me that I was never privy to, but he took me out of a dark place when I was wandering.
He got pretty good at reading people for things that they wouldn't even know about themselves sometimes.
Maybe. Too soon. He left too soon.
He did. He had so much more to live on. But at least he is at peace now. Up there with True Silver. By the way, Oz, she did answer back last night.
Oh, did she?
So we did talk a small bit, and he was right there with her. He
Good.
said something along the lines of what he would normally say that she could not repeat.
Good. Well, I'm glad that she answered that, and I guess it's more and more proof that the gods are still active here in Frisia.
I couldn't agree more.
Marzlin's gonna walk up and just place a hand on Quentin's shoulder. I am sorry for your loss, Quentin. It seems like a good spot that he has ended up, and it looks like there might be enough room there for you to lay next to him whenever you pass.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Marsland. Wow.
But we gotta work on your delivery.
Gonna turn. What? Trying to be nice to him. Is that not a nice thing to say? Something to look forward to. Laying next
It's
to
probably
him.
nice, but it's just the timing. The timing's off just a little.
You started out at like 100, and then you quickly dropped to 0.
Oh, I do need to work on that, I suppose. The sentiment still holds, though.
I appreciate that. Add that to your list along with negotiating, okay?
He takes out his book and writes down a note.
all of you give me a perception check.
Wait, how low
Our
can
first
I
roll of the night.
Oh my god!
How low can I
Wow.
roll? 7.
Wow. Wow.
That one, man.
Wait, how do we roll again? Hold on. What is this? Perception? There. Boop, boop.
Y'all know the shit.
But my passive's 18. Does that count?
No, completely different. Read up
Yeah,
on passive.
I'd like to notice I have not rolled above a 10.
You two that rolled 11. The far distance. You see there's like tables and things set up around a particular mausoleum. You can't see exactly what's going on, but it seems like either somebody new is being buried or there's some activity.
I'll look at Marslin, and then I'll just nod in that direction. Do you see this?
See what?
I see it, Oz. It's something's going on out there.
Are they having a banquet?
It looks like there's food involved. Look
Can I
at the
see it?
tables.
Once it's pointed out.
Yeah, once it's pointed
Okay.
out.
Oh, that over there. That looks very curious. Quentin, are you done doing what you need to do here?
Marslin! What? You should just remain silent for a period of time, please.
Timing, Marslin. Timing.
Are more cold than warforged.
Warforged
can't.
on a cold winter night in the coldest reaches of the land.
Marslin, go ahead and go investigate. Maybe you'll find a book and some papers over there.
I do apologize. The Dalkin are not known for being very empathetic folk.
I see you wear your emotions on your sleeves like your words on your tongue.
It's hard to wear emotions on your sleeves when you don't have any.
This is a fine point, Oz. Although I do have sleeves.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, what's going on?
Well, we're gonna leave Quentin to his thoughts, or at least Marslin and I are. I don't know about everybody else, but we're gonna leave Quentin to his thoughts and go investigate the table outside of a mausoleum.
Okay.
Quentin, do you want some personal time to say goodbye?
If you guys don't mind.
Very well. We will leave you to it. Again, I didn't know Hugh, but from what everybody said, he was a very nice guy.
Knowing him, he
Sorry.
would have seen something in you that Bishop might enjoy.
Oh, now I wished I would have met him. One of these days, me and Bishop are going to be best friends. And I just start walking away, pondering.
Best friends, and you're gonna be his fur coat.
Yeah, maybe, maybe not.
What do we see as we start getting closer?
Hold on.
Oh, you better not change maps on me.
I
Drastin,
was changing the
don't
music.
you dare change maps.
Changing the music.
Okay.
You
Oh,
see,
no.
you see, it might be a little tenser than it needs to be. You see kind of a wood table that's been set up, and there's some dusty items scattered about on top of it, and the mausoleum doors are actually open. You don't hear any commotion or anything coming from the inside outside of the wind passing through the mausoleum itself, giving an eerie howling sound.
Well, that's not ominous. It's like a hole into the depths of hell.
I've never seen one of these before. Let's go
Tunnel?
look.
You've never seen a tunnel before?
Well, no, the inside of a mausoleum. I've never been inside of one.
suppose people are dying to get in there.
Was that a joke, Oz?
I tried. How did I do?
Well,
About as well as Marslin.
I noticed it was a joke attempt, so it must have at least been somewhat good.
I'm trying.
There's nobody else around here?
Not at the moment.
Suspicious.
I'll go up to the edge of the door. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
You're an idiot.
I think somebody's in there.
Well, with that, folks, we'll see you next week. That's hilarious.
Nice, Jerry.
Well, I didn't hear anything.
Is it dark in there?
It seems rather dark, yes.
Are there any sticks around?
Sticks? Sure, there's trees.
Or branches? I'm gonna grab one and prestidigitate it into a torch.
I guess you can light it on fire with prestidigitation, but it's not
Does
really
he
a
can-
torch.
look
It's just
that
a
way?
stick that's on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, you can. Are you going in?
Bishop
Before-
pulls out a torch.
He tries to
Were
light
you
the torch on his little
trying?
magical torch. It's not working.
Were you looking for one of these?
Oh, yes, this would do quite well. Thank you. And he takes it and
Coming from the caster who can literally summon balls of light.
We
All right.
should-
yeah, but that takes a spell slot.
We should wait for Gwynton.
Oh boy.
Quentin, how long are you going to stay there?
Not very long. Basically, once I hear them yelling into the
Okay, you
Thing.
hear in the distance, "Hello!" with a "You're an idiot." So Gwynton does show up after you all wait 15, 20 more minutes, and you see him arrive.
I'm gonna take the torch and just hold it in the doorway and peek in and see what I see. I'm not really going in, just looking.
Okay. You see a stone hallway.
Did Gwynton make it over there yet?
Yes.
I'm there.
Yep.
Gwynton, I believe we need to go into this mausoleum, or we're going to have to hold Moslin back with force.
There's nothing that is like indicating this is off limits, right?
Are you looking for things that are saying that?
There's a giant sign that says "Keep out, Blue Man."
I wouldn't say I'm necessarily like looking for it, but if it is readily apparent, I will notice it.
There are readily apparent signs that say this is property of District Manager Caldera Stout.
Well, as much as I would like to go in here, this sign clearly states that we are not allowed to go in here. Not without papers, at least.
Which is why I suggested going to the academy.
Maybe we should go to the academy before we dive headlong into this ominous-looking building.
Well, hopefully, Drusilla will be back at the academy by the time we reach. Is it late at night?
No, it's like noon.
Oh, okay.
And how far would the Oh, there it is. I can see it on the map. There's Ash Point.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
didn't she say
down
that-
around 1 here.
Oof.
Didn't she say that what's his face could give authorization for stuff in her absence? The
Yeah,
lizard?
the little lizard man. I don't know this, obviously, because I'm not
Drisk?
allowed in there.
Was it Drisk?
Yeah.
It's worth asking, Drisk. It is a bit of a walk.
would you rather take your chances and just walk into this building that clearly says, don't walk into this building?
Well, no. Clearly, the sign says we are not to go into the building. I'm not going to outright disobey that sign.
Let's start
Is it-
heading to the academy instead
Is
of
it a paper
wasting time
or is it
talking.
like wood? What is the sign made
It's
of?
just it's wood.
No.
Shame if it accidentally fell off. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. I can see Oz
Bishop
being like,
nudges it.
It's not there anymore.
Just like pull the sign down to the ground
What
so it's
sign?
face down.
Well,
Nothing
Well,
says
let's-
nothing on the sign says "do not enter." By the way, it just says it's property of Caldera Stout.
oh, well, that changes everything.
But it said private property.
Yeah, I thought you said private
you.
property.
It is private property, but just saying.
Here's a carrot. Here's a carrot.
It's whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna wait, who stuck their head in there?
Marsland.
Marsland.
Oh, I'm gonna push Marsland in.
What?
Trap activate.
It's like, Marsland, what did you do?
You still got your
Are there-
burning stick, Marsland?
Yep. Are there stairs?
Yeah, there are some stairs, so you kind of trip forward.
Oz.
Are you
That was
okay,
rude.
Marsland?
What happens?
Hold on.
It's loading.
Don't have my little person here. It said everything has changed. Everything has
This
changed.
change in maps is brought to you by no sponsors.
All right.
Whoa, that looks different.
Ooh.
Disregard the giant head.
Yeah, so
You-
nice. We're in a dungeon again. I mean, it's great. Feels good.
You see,
All right.
you see a long outstretched hall that goes pretty far down, maybe 100, 150 feet. There's a pretty well lit room at the end. Along the hall, you can see immediately there's a route to the left.
Guess we aren't supposed to be in here. This
I'd
is
like
not
to make it known I just saw Cherry's message in there about pushing him into the hole. That did not
Oh.
prompt me. Nope.
interference.
So as I was coming down, I'm going to be in the rear. I take the sign with me. Caldera is not a nice person.
Just use it as a torch.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna put this that.
Do I notice this?
Oh yeah, I'll follow behind for marching order. I'll follow behind Marston since I did push him in.
Okay. What
I'll be in front of Bishop. That's probably fine. What you have.
Yeah, okay. What's your passive perception, Marsden? Nope, you do not see that he took the sign.
Okay.
And
So I really don't think we should be in here. This does not seem right to be in here. I think we could get in trouble with this town, the city. If we're caught in here. What if there's somebody in here? What if there's a worker in here? They aren't going to be happy.
What if
I
he's in
Didn't
danger?
see any sign. Did you?
Yes, I did. I saw it right. I did see a sign, right?
what sign?
I didn't see any sign.
Would I have been able to see the sign where I'm standing?
Not where you're standing, no.
Oh, you're inside it now.
Yeah, you're inside it.
Okay. There was a sign right outside the door. Did you not see it?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It was right there. Marsden's going to go back up to the top of the stairs.
Okay, okay. You,
See,
you go.
everybody, the guys, the sign was right.
It's gone.
Bishop's hiding it behind him. Like he's just like holding it by his side. And like whenever Marcel goes,
I swear the sign was
Yeah.
right here.
Bishop,
he's gonna-
Bishop, are you putting it in a bag or are you just holding it behind you?
I'm just gonna smash it.
Okay, he's just smashing it while he's up there looking for it. Okay.
Ours is gonna do like a loop around. I'm assuming the actual shelter of the mausoleum is not very big. He's gonna do a loop, just mumbling to himself. I swear the sign was. I saw the sign right here. There was a sign, and then come back down the stairs. There was a sign. I swear there was a sign right there.
did it open up your eyes, Marcelin?
Did the sign open my eyes up? It didn't. It didn't touch me. I guess
Well,
I must. I thought I got a good night's sleep. I must not have. That is perplexing.
tell you, this torch opened up my eyes. We should journey forth and see what's in here.
Well, they did say that there's a prospect of finding historic items in here, so I guess I could be tempted by that.
Yeah, there were so many carrots on sticks brought to us by dear Rustus. I imagine we'll find everything we've ever wanted inside of this mausoleum.
I'm sure if we weren't supposed to be down here, it would have been guarded.
I think we should go back to town and make sure we are stocked up on supplies and health potions and weapons.
I have weapons.
And go shopping for an old.
Just start holding out the axes and then the helmets.
Marslin,
I've
are
got
you
weapons.
honestly not curious? Whatever we find down here, I'm sure Drusilla would be very appreciative of.
Yes, yes. I guess curiosity has got the cat's tongue, as they say.
That's
Stick my
not to
tongue
say,
out.
Marslin.
Is that what cats say, Jade?
Did I mess that saying up?
No, I'm curious, but nothing about my tongue. Is it there?
Okay, let's go ahead.
After you.
And you're a light stick.
There. As you get in a little further, there are torches along the walls illuminating some of these halls.
Marcelin, why don't you stand back?
That's probably for the best.
Oh, I'll be the eyes.
Here, Bishop, would you like to take the torch?
He doesn't make hands free. Oh, that's Bishop, sorry. My
I'll
mind
take
said.
it, I guess. I mean, I'm in the rear, so.
Here, I will map out this mausoleum and ensure that we do not get lost.
Keep an eye out for any unearthed areas.
All right,
I'm
I'm gonna head up 10 feet.
I'm gonna be looking for
Okay.
anything unusual, traps, stuff like that.
Okay, give me a perception check.
If you want to be traps, you might want to be in front.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah, it's like
Marslin's journey.
Great job.
Oz is just ooh, nice. That was a nat 1.
Vic,
How many nat ones is that tonight? 3?
That's
4?
my first one. That's my first one.
Yeah, but I got one.
I've only rolled once, and it was a nat one.
Mhm. Well, everything looks fine up here.
You can see a hallway proceeding to the west there.
We want to go down this hallway or make straight for the.
Let's go, and then
Room.
I'm gonna go 10 feet. I'm just barreling ahead at a steady
Okay.
pace.
All right.
Wait, ahead as in straight north, or did you
Nope,
just
to the
go
west. Yep, nope, to the
Okay.
west.
I do not know why there's this weird dark area. Let me hold on.
We can't go there.
it's unearthed.
I think it's just right at the edge of the light. so there's like darkness there.
Okay. So we'll
you
just...
all are following here?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, I'm not trying to be noisy, but I'm also not trying to be stealthy either. But so.
All right. You enter into a small room with 3 pedestals in the corners and a path to the north. On each pedestal is a small clay jar. The ceiling has fallen in some places, and you can see it's been moved to the side to make a clear path.
Oh, this is curious. So it's just something. It looks like something's been moved to the side. Is that what I gather?
Just the debris, like the ceiling has fallen in somewhere, and someone has moved it to the side.
Okay.
And you said the pedestals have jars on them.
Yes.
Let's go investigate the first one I
Yeah.
see.
Let me look as well.
Okay. Marston, what are you doing? And Jade, what are you doing?
I'm gonna help investigate the room.
Same.
All right. As you reach out to look at the jars, that's where we're going to end
What?
tonight.
What?
The jar is at least each jar has at least a soul of somebody in it.
That's where we're going to end tonight. We have to.
Ooh,
We have
ooh.
to.
Yeah, we don't know what's coming, but he does.
I do, and it's great. This is your first dungeon crawl for this
Finally.
campaign.
Oh,
Is
that's
it
true.
really?
Yeah.
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 So I say it felt
Holy
good to
crap.
sit there and just come into a dungeon and start like
Yeah.
exploring. Nice.
Oh,
Episode
let's see. The last 6 episodes have been RP.
yeah. Episode
why-
20 before your first dungeon crawl. So
That's why
You
DM
know-
was like, "Do you really want to go get papers? Just go in."
no, I was fine with you going and getting papers. I don't care at all. So
Would we have gotten papers though?
that you don't know.
It's a different story.
Yep. Well, at the end of the campaign, you can go back to this time and find out would they have gotten papers.
That's right. There's so much you could find out. Well, even if we do an update, and we can go back and talk about things that were missed. But thank you all for coming out tonight. We definitely appreciate everyone coming out. I thought this episode was pretty good. We finally left Briar Fork. I did shove a bit there. It's just like, let's go, get the horse, go. So I guess it was, the answer is it was 1. It was 1.
1.
Yep.
What?
That's so many
It's one.
times. That's the most common roll for the night was 1.
No, well,
Yeah, there's
I mean, that
3.
adds, that checks out too, but, the name of tonight's episode was 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. So it was 1.
So you all weren't looking at the 7
Oh.
Dungeons Instagram stories.
Yeah, if you were on the 7 Dungeons Instagram, you would know the title of the episode before you got here, and that might give you a clue as to what's going on.
Nothing.
Digital dice? Question mark.
Digital Day, a man, something. Thanks for those cheers, Cherry and Dougal and Blanco. Sorry for your loss this session, Quentin. Yeah,
No one knows happening. We knew it was coming.
that was
In-
that.
Out of character, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
But there's room for you.
In character, why are you sad that he's dead?
You knew it was going to happen.
Dougal, death audio is my thing. I have a whole category for it in my playlist. So, if you think that was rough, like you should see Alberon's death in the campaign 1.
Didn't see that coming.
That was
No, he didn't. That's why he's dead.
Yeah.
like Drastin, why do you do this? Yeah, man, my whole goal, especially with this campaign, is to build those emotional connections and build those powerful scenes. And I got to give it to Gwenton because he's dealt with death in the other campaign, but being new to D&D, it was like a whole different experience. Like his first death encounter was like, oh man, my dad's dead. Anyways, can we take a short rest here? it was
I also just had my head inside like a freaking mind flayer's mouth for like 10 rounds.
Yeah, he did. It was a whole different situation. And then his sister got a little better, and I thought this went really, really well. There's definitely some of that emotion there. Why am I not surprised? Cherry, you know me by now. If you don't know me by now.
When you sent the letter, I'm like, don't even glimpse it. Don't even look at it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't want to look at it.
So I didn't know if it was something you were going to like read on your own and then just kind of keep it in your pocket. Like not so
something we found on your corpse later on. Oh, look, it's a letter from you.
So yeah, so next week hopefully we'll be here. Next week we'll continue in this. I really like this this little thing. I know it carrot on the stick, but it's just kind of.
Well, you can't sit there and be like, I needed him to get out of Briarfork when you kept throwing shit at us in Briarfork.
No, I didn't need you to get out of Briarfork. I didn't care what you like. If you were going to go back down there into the woods to take care of business, I was prepared for that as well. Because there was definitely the inkling. There was the feeling that, yeah. So I it's just when I felt like you had decided that you were leaving, it was like,
go, be gone.
It's like talking to your wife. He was like, you got to make a decision somewhere. Stop.
Pick somewhere to eat.
Yeah, exactly. You're hungry. Where do you want to eat? I don't know.
You pick. Oh, but not there. And not there. And not there.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Anywhere you want, except there, and there. So, that's what we got for this evening. Like I said, really appreciate y'all coming out there. And go back through this because Fanboy Tone, thanks for the community sub that was given out. That was
Tone.
Great.
Thanks for coming out, Mortality. Sorry it was the end.
Yeah. Just got the kid down and be here at the end. The good thing is, Mortality, you can catch us on YouTube. It'll be up tomorrow at 7. And then the podcast will be up tonight or tomorrow morning. So you can catch us on Apple or Spotify or all of those. And it's the full video, actually. The Spotify will actually have the full video on there. So you can catch that. And then we'll have a bonus action out later this week that'll just summarize the whole thing for you. It was sad times. So we do appreciate you coming out, even if you showed up late. And for those listening right now, especially our loyal fans in Germany.
Hi, Germany. Make yourselves known, please. I would love to talk to you guys.
Do you really exist?
Yeah, Guten Tag. But everybody showing up is great. We really appreciate you. So we're gonna send you over to our friends at was it Paper Dungeon? Legends on Paper. That's what it is. It's just the thing we do. So what just came in last minute there? Oz the Curious
Cherry.
gifted a month of cherry. All right. Thanks, Tricky, for your resub. 22 months. Cherry for the bits. Grundar for 20 months. And then Oz, thanks for that 1 month sub to Cherry. So yeah. We've almost hit that first benchmark there. Closest we've ever been to it. So 219 followers. We're just going. So that's I really appreciate every follower that comes in. And if you're from the Midland Mall, hi.
Good news for my son. He told me that I like watching your stream.
Oh, hey.
But I like the book guy the best.
I Sorry, everybody, but
I know,
my
he's-
wife likes the book guy the best too. You'd think she'd
Yeah,
like the DM, but she doesn't like the DM. She
he's very disappointing. Son.
she enjoys the book guy. She enjoys Marsland and his dry humor, which was pretty on point tonight and awful at the same time.
It's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
But Team Dragon, Dougal's on Team Dragon. Yeah.
Nice.
So
It's because then she gets to draw more dragons.
No, she needs to draw more tabaxi.
Oh, there we go. That's right.
I'm on Team Everybody.
Oh,
All right. We're going to take you out there. Again, thanks for being with us in the dungeon tonight. And until next time,
yeah.
we'll see you in the dungeon. Take care.
Well, but there we go. I don't want to seem like I'm flicking people off.
Bird. The bird for everybody.
Novices don't want no problem with me. So watch how you talking and where you been walking. They call me the BBEG. I'm more than a little OP. I do what I want to. That's a mantra. Keep 'em running and gunning like Contra. I'm a monster. The end is upon us, I promise you. Novices don't want no problem with me. So watch how you talking and where you been walking. They call me the BBEG. I'm more than a little OP. I do what I want to. Yeah, that's a mantra. I keep 'em running and gunning like Contra.
Totally forgot. Watch Crit and Miss in the morning.
You know about the final boss. I got 'em trying to buy time with the sign of the cross. I redefine high crime and the meaning of loss. I'm off hip, but a body like I'm playing lacrosse.
Yeah, you guys all do level up to 5. I didn't forget I was going to handle it in the post. Big bad. Savage, I can't stop myself. Thinking of all the ways I can top myself. On God, I can move like a devil.